Hello everyone, I'm Santiago and today I'm gonna be testing Street Fighter 6 on the Steam Deck thanks to Capcom for providing a code of the game. So, an RE engine title, which is nice to see. Unfortunately, like RE4 Remake, it supports 16:9, so I'm guessing there will be a mod in the future that allows us to do arbitrary aspect ratios, so you have to stick to 720 with bars at the top and bottom of the screen. Basic settings like this. Internal resolution on 4, 5 is native, but on 4 it runs significantly better, and visually on the Steam Deck screen still looks pretty nice. Maximum FPS 120, I recommend using the FPS cap in here. Everything like this. And we limit the World Tour battles to 30 FPS because it was impossible for me to get 60s on those, and if you don't get 60s in those battles, it will slow down. So I recommend, unfortunately, capping it to 30 like on the last gen consoles. No matter what I did, it didn't work. That's why motion blur is on for those 30 frames moments. Detailed settings is basically normal to high. Textures on high, they look okay. They didn't have any issues here. And input delay reduction is enabled. So there's two modes that we care about here. There is the World Tour mode, the other one for online play, and the Fighting Ground. Let's start with Fighting Ground, that is the least demanding one. This includes the arcade mode and the one-on-one like on the original games. Let's do arcade. And we have a few battles 1 versus 1. Of course, Ryu, my favorite. Let's do 12 stages, maybe. And again, the idea here is to get 60 frames. The World Tour mode, again, is more of an open location. And as you can see here, it's 30, but once we get into combat, it'll be a flat 60 across the board, basically. And here we go. It works completely fine on this. At least right now. So my advice, if you want the classic Street Fighter feel, play the arcade mode and the 1 versus 1 and all that stuff. That is not the World Tour mode. The World Tour mode basically is you create a fighter and you start fighting for the first time on an open location, and you can complete missions, fight against another characters in the world. And that on the current gen consoles is locked to 30 in combat, and in the open locations it's unlocked frame rates like 30 to 40 FPS. So yeah, it requires a lot more power, despite not looking great visually in that mode. Okay. Oop. My bad. Shinku! So what I'm trying to say is the open world part runs a lot worse, but doesn't look great, visually speaking. We'll see in a moment. I'm trying different battle locations in here, but the muscle deformation seems to be there, so that's good. Okay, France. Let's see, should be a good amount of NPCs here.
Let us begin.
Let us begin. And as you can see, the GPU usage is rather high, so we're basically at the very limit. But it's hitting 60s and it feels good to play, at least for me. And we have all the dynamic paper in the ground that moves depending on what our characters are doing. So yeah. Okay, this level is also fine. Again, it might not look great on the YouTube playback. That's why I record this at 4K. So YouTube compression doesn't kill this. But on the Steam Deck screen it looks great, like this. And it feels very responsive as well, which is something I was very concerned about, actually. Oh, close. Got her! Okay, one more battle and we jump into the World Tour mode. Here we go. I love that you can make faces here by pressing the arrow keys. That's pretty funny. Also, I'm playing on level 3 AI, so it's pretty easy. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I'm winning all these battles. You can spam Hadouken and you're good to go. Yeah, maybe I should have chosen a better place. Yeah, let's do a manual battle. Because this is not super interesting. Let me go back to the mode select. I'll do a 1 versus 1 with a higher difficulty. So I'm going to select the same part as I did before. It has more water, more vegetation. CPU level 6, so she will kick my ass, which is fine. I would do the same if I was Ryu, in this case. Even in the intro, it's fine.
Let us begin.
Okay, so here you'll see in the ground a lot of leaves that move depending on what our characters are doing. That looks pretty nice. We also have screen space reflections in the background. So we have the whole suite of effects, just a lower resolution. But yeah, it's fine. Even when effects show up, it's fine. Finally, a challenge. Okay, that's illegal. Oh, I'm screwed. Nice one.
No problems. Got to press on.
Round 2. Fight.
Whoa. There we go. Yeah, even with big effects on screen is fine. Anyway, let's get into the World Tour, shall we? Okay, so now we're in the World Tour. And as you'll see, the frame rate is significantly worse, as you can probably notice. This also happens in the consoles, especially the last-gen consoles. So yeah, the frame rate is pretty terrible in these locations. And visually it's very pared back. But when you get into combat, you're actually standing in this location, so that's why there's an option in the menu to lock the combat to 30. As you'll see now, if I get into combat, it locks itself to 30. Which, again, the game speed stays the same, but the game doesn't feel as smooth. So I'm happy it doesn't slow down, but at the same time, man, it feels nothing like the normal mode I played a moment ago. So if you're interested in the story mode in this new World Tour mode, well, you probably want to play at 30 on the Steam Deck. I tried 40, and at 40 it slows down. So you either play at 30 or at 60 in the combat parts. Which I dislike, but hey. You can also lower the crowd density, but it's still below 50, so everything I tried, it was impossible to get 60s here, even at the lowest settings with the lowest resolution possible. So yeah, pretty disappointing. But again, visually very pared back. And well, performance is ridiculously worse. But a 30 frames lock, kind of like in the current gen consoles in these battles, fixes the problem, but you, well, have to play at 30. Which is worse. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks again to Capcom for providing a code. And I'll see you next time with the next Steam Deck game I'll be playing. Thanks guys, see you next time.